So we're so excited because we are here tonight at Ball Arena and we are kicking off with our preliminary round and then our semifinal round. So for night one, the dancers all showed up, dressed to impress, but also ready to dance. And they were able to learn a 1 minute and 30-second routine all together in one, so that way we can really see some versatile dancers. We're looking for a little bit of technique, we're looking for that power and precision, and then of course we're looking for the performance qualities too. They only had about 40 minutes to learn their audition routine before they auditioned in groups of 4 for the judging panel. After that, a cut was made and we welcomed 48 semifinalists into today. And now today we are going to focus on what we really do when we're in practices, and that is cleaning routines. So talking about the very specific details of like if my hands are in what we call our volleyball hands or if they're in a true fist. Those little tiny details and the placements are what can really set a dancer apart in a positive way or in a negative way. So we're looking for dancers who are able to clean the routine together and then dance as one total unit, because that's what we like to put out on the court. So today we're going to spend a lot of time going count by count and move by move throughout the entire routine and really talk about every placement and every picture that they're supposed to hit within the choreography. They'll get to practice it plenty of times, so that way memory won't be an issue today. And we're really looking for the dancers that are going to match the Denver Nuggets dancer style the most. The dancers also get to do a 4/8 count solo. There's one continuous song that comes on, and each girl gets to go and showcase what they are best at. On top of all of this dancing, the contestants are also doing small group panel interviews with all of our judges and being asked some basic get to know you questions. I would say for round one, we are looking for people who are going to be able to pick up choreography quickly, because we learn anywhere from probably 30 to 40 different routines throughout the course of a season. So you have to be a quick learner. And then of course, we're looking for people who are showcasing what we call showmanship, which is that innate quality that makes people want to watch you whenever you're performing. I think it's really exciting for the rookie candidates to come here. I know auditions are naturally a nerve-wracking environment. However, all of the dancers in here, whether rookie or a veteran, are here because you love to dance and you love to perform. And so I think it's really important to remind everyone that at the end of the day, that's exactly why we're all here, and that's why we're working so hard.
Hi, my name is Mandy. I am a veteran candidate this year for the Denver Nuggets auditions. The last 24 hours have been so exciting, but definitely a lot. So I'm excited for a day off to rest. Walking in today, I felt really excited. I think it always feels more comforting knowing exactly what you're gonna do when you come in here. Sometimes it's a lot of unknowns when you're learning a routine and then having to turn around and perform it in an hour. So today felt much better than yesterday, but excited for training camp. My number was the last number, so it was a little nerve-wracking at first, but I'm always so grateful for the experience and the opportunity. So just excited to be a part of finals for another year.
Today was a super long day, but it was so exciting because at the end of the day, we did choose our 30 finalists who will join us for a week of training camp and then get to participate in our audition showcase next weekend. When the names are being called, it really takes me back to all the times I've been so fortunate and blessed to hear my name and number called. I know what that feels like when your head is down and you're holding everyone else's hand and your heart is beating so fast you feel like it's literally going to burst out of your chest, and then the total rush of relief and then excitement whenever you finally hear your number called. So I love being able to watch that unfold for 30 of these dancers. We are kicking off our training camp week, and this is a week where the dancers that were invited, there's 30 of them, they really get to experience what it's like to be a Denver Nuggets dancer. They get to do 3 different rehearsals. Each rehearsal is 2.5 hours long. During these rehearsals, we're doing everything from strength, flexibility, and conditioning across the floor combinations to see their technical skills as dancers. They are cleaning routines and they're learning routines, because that's exactly what we would do if this was during the regular season once they make the team. And so this week is 4 out of 5 straight consecutive days without a break. And it really allows the dancers to see what it takes in terms of time management as well as the workload with dancing on top of whatever it is that they do outside of it. And it's not that we're looking for perfection on the technique side, we're really looking for the progress and the positive mindset, because whenever you're given a challenge or a skill that maybe you're uncomfortable with, we're looking for that growth and that improvement. Training camp is a really special time because the dancers who made it into training camp should already feel really proud of themselves for such a big accomplishment, being in the top 30 from the first weekend of auditions. But this is truly when the real work begins, in my opinion. Training camp can definitely be intimidating because you are learning multiple routines in different styles and genres at the same time as feeling the pressure of auditions, because you do know that the other people in the room are watching you to see how quickly are you learning? Are you blending with the other people around you? Are you performing? Do you look like a deer in headlights, for lack of better terms? And so there's a lot of added pressure in this moment because you are being observed 2.5 hours every single night, and you have to be on the whole time. And for so many dancers, they do rise to the occasion, which is wonderful to see, because if you can make it through this week of training camp and come out on top at the end of the week still smiling, that really gives us a good clue that you are ready to handle all of the things that come with a Nugget season, from free practices a week to 41 home games during the regular season, plus preseason games and postseason games as well, in addition to appearances and working with our different dance performance groups outside of the Nuggets dancers. If you can handle this, then we're pretty confident you can handle anything coming your way this season.
Like today, I spent a lot of time just kind of looking at their resumes, looking at their headshots, trying to lay them out in kind of like a yes, maybe, and a no pile. And what I found is that there's no one in my no pile, and that is causing me a little bit of stress right now. You know, usually when we go into auditions, we usually have, you know, people that are like, cool, they're almost there, they're in our top 30, but they're not quite ready to make the team, but this is a great experience for them, and so let's try to just work with them and get them, you know, a little bit closer to making the team maybe next year. This year, it's like you've literally got 30 women in there that could absolutely be on the team. And so it's just really difficult to try to think about how are we going to like narrow this down to only 18 people. It's a good problem to have, but I'm feeling really stressed out right now because I know that even though I have a really great support system in my judging panel, everybody's looking to me to kind of steer them and, you know, make those final tough decisions. I don't like that part. I really don't. It's tough. I don't want to break hearts. I just don't want to break hearts. They're all so good. Is that raw enough for you?
The dancers arrive for a round robin style interview process. We kind of consider it a little bit like speed networking, where they rotate through 6 different stations to talk with different judges, and every judge asks totally different questions from the last one. Some judges are focused more on asking about dance background and qualities that will really translate over to practices and game days and appearances. Other judges are asking get to know you questions, so really trying to see if you can have a casual conversation with the dancers, as well as having a more technical dance background style question. The photo shoot is probably one of the best parts of the training camp week because the candidates are putting in so much hard work, not only in our rehearsals, but outside of rehearsals. And then whenever you show up to the photo shoot with full glam, so your hair's done, you have makeup, fake eyelashes on, you're really starting to look the part, and then you get to try on one of the uniforms that we actually wear out on the court. It's really an aha moment, and I think it is one of the most motivating things throughout the week because it really allows the dancers to visualize themselves of seeing what it could be like if you were to get these pictures on our autograph poster, or what it would look like if you were stepping out onto that court. On top of all of that, they get to do their photo shoot at Ball Arena. And so it really adds to that element of visualizing and realizing that this dream could potentially only be just a few days away. Training camp is over and today's the big day. This is the finals showcase day. So this is really the moment where dreams come true. So the dancers have prepared their own solo routine. It can be in any style that they would like. So it's really cool because you get to see the dancers' personalities and see what style really suits them best. They get to choose their own music. They get to choose their own costume. It's probably the most exciting part of the day just because everyone is truly unique and we get to watch 30 awesome routines in a row. After that, the dancers will change and they will put on their official Nuggets finalist outfit. Once they do that, we're ready to perform the choreography that we have been working on throughout the week. They audition in several different size groups, everything from 3 dancers up to as many as 10 dancers. And the reason why we do this is because we're looking for the dancers that are going to be able to blend together and dance as one cohesive unit out on the court during this upcoming basketball season. Once all of the dancing is done today, the judges will deliberate, and then at the end of the day, we will announce the 2025-2026 Denver Nuggets dancers. For today, we're really excited to have our official team chosen. However, we also know that today is a really tough day for the dancers who do not hear their name and number called. And for them, we really like to focus on all the positive attributes. They put themselves through so much hard work this week. They have so much to be proud of, and they should know that when they showed up today to the final showcase, we hope that they know that they gave it their all, that they gave it their absolute best, and they have to trust that everything happens for a reason. We hope that they look back on this experience and they identify areas where they can grow and improve upon, and we really hope to see them come back in the future at our auditions or at maybe one of our other partner dance teams.
Hi, my name's Alexa, and I just made the 25-26 Denver Nuggets dancers, and this will be my 4th season with the Nuggets. In 2021, I auditioned, I made the team, thank goodness. And then for the next 3 years, I was with the Nuggets and got to experience the championship, which was really awesome, and see a bunch of amazing girls come and go. So it's been a really great experience. And then Nuggets is a very demanding schedule just because we have 42 home games. We also practice 3 times a week. And I also have a life outside of Nuggets, which was at the time I had school full-time, and then I had another part-time job, and then Nuggets on top of it. So it was very demanding. And then in my last season, or my last year of school, I decided to take a gap year so I could finish strong in my degree and kind of get my footing with my career. And then once now that I'm working full time, I've decided I've had, all this time on my hands that I've missed the girls so much in the organization and dance. I decided to come back. So here I am. You don't know what you have until it's gone, and I missed it so much. So it was way more emotional for me. So when they called my number, I started crying just because I was so happy. And it's a sigh of relief too that you're doing a good job and you're meant to be here. So it was a really big weight off my shoulders. I'm really excited. I have a really good feeling about this season. So go Nuggets.